Right.
Like, is that his fix, you know?
You want to know what I saw the other day that almost made me throw up? I was at a restaurant and we were sitting in the lobby waiting to be seated. And there was a family sitting at the lounge couch in front of us. And the mom and her son were sitting there, and he was getting up and getting down, and he was being all wild and crazy. And then to get him to sit down and shut up, she set him on the couch. She took out an iPad, and it had like these little controls on either side, gave it to him. She took out a virtual reality headset and put it over his head. And I'm not kidding. The kid was just sitting there just like just turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
Like he was just a zombie and he became a cyborg.
Yeah.
And he sat there and he was quiet. But it was still to me like it freaked me out so bad where I was like, ma'am.
You said something to her?
No, I was like wanting to say like, ma'am, let your kid run around and have some energy. If he kicks me in the shin, I won't be mad. Just do it. Just don't put that stuff on him. And it, like, imagine that kid has that his entire life, and he grows up. He's 17 now.
And he takes off the goggles.
Right. He's played Grand Theft Auto his entire life with those virtual reality goggles. He's now 17. He comes back to that same restaurant. The waitress brings out a dish and it's cold. Is she gonna get clapped? Because he doesn't understand the difference between his realities.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lost. So
he's saying he's gonna be like all those shooting games and then just be like
because
get mad at her
it's
and
in his eyes, it's in his face.
It's like his reality.
You remember when our parents were like, "Get away from the TV; it's gonna hurt your eyes."
Yeah.
Now we have glasses for it.
Yeah.
We literally have goggles for it.
Yeah, I really think that stuff's actually going to be the future, though.
Yeah.
Like, I really do.
It's sad to say this, but like, even in society today, like people, when you go to any type of restaurant or whatever, the people that are sitting there with a phone in front of their faces, they're in a different reality, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you are not, like, one of the things that I've always said to myself when I walk into somewhere is, like, it's really a prayer to myself, is, like, God allow me to be present where I am. Because in all actuality, like, it's okay for society today for you not to be present where you are. And whenever you walk into somewhere, it's like, oh, I'm waiting for my table. Well, let me not commune. Let me not have a conversation. Let me not figure out what's going on with the people that are around me. Let me try to connect to the people who are not present with me. And with that being said, like this kid that had virtual reality in front of his face, mm-hmm. He is in another reality. Wherever he was, he might be playing freaking Spyro, Oblivion, or Grand Theft Auto for all we know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a totally different world, but he might even be able to be connecting like on Fortnite. He might have been playing Fortnite with his bros, which they don't do that yet, but
right.
What I'm saying is like he's just in another freaking reality, you know? Like that's not where he needs to be, you know, because he's not trying to connect with the people that he's with presently.
Yeah.
And like just imagine what communication is going to look like person to person, like interpersonal relationships. Like
yeah.
Psychology and sociology is going to completely change in the next 20 years.
I just can't imagine any relationships actually like lasting through a time of like non-stimulation.
Well, yeah, obviously relationships have become so much shorter recently. Like, you can definitely see a trend in the last 20 years of relation. Like, are you like look at people Jack's age or people a little bit older that have girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever. How long they last? It's like a couple months on average or whatever.